So my favourite things about Gibraltar, the favourite thing culturally and the thing I always tell my friends from the UK is how strong the community is. I mean, Gibraltar's got an extraordinarily strong community. Even in the political system as well, you see there's care for a broad range of people, across the spectrum. So it has a high safety net, so no one really falls between the gaps. And I think in the current world environment, that's something to be really applauded.
What I love about Gibraltar, I think, is the cultural mix that we have. We have that, British structure and that Mediterranean sort of lifestyle, and the fact that it's a tiny place. You have access to everything. You can get everywhere really quickly. Commutes are short.
Family is one of my favorite things about Gibraltar. Just had my third child. I think I would struggle living in a place where I had to commute for an hour or two. So I have the flexibility of being able to be there for my family, as well as have a good professional life. So I think that's really important.
Gibraltar is special in every single way. I get emotional. It's home. It's a warm feeling. It's a feeling of being wrapped up and looked after. And that applies to business.
Gibraltar's business culture really helps people thrive and grow. You won't really find another place like this, as unique as Gibraltar, that has such a work-life balance, work so well. And in 30 minutes, you can be out on a beach, you can be hiking up the rock.
It's like a city, but in miniature scale. So there's stuff going on. Here, I'm working with international clients who are in all the major cities. So we have clients in London, in Singapore, in New York, in Frankfurt, etc. But I get to do that in the convenience of a small scale, in the sunshine, with the flexibility, everything close by, with your family right there.
The whole infrastructure in Gibraltar is geared towards family. You have, for example, an education that is for free. Generally, the classes are very small, so you will rarely find classes that have more than 20 students, which I think is a luxury. Where in the world do you find that you have a prime healthcare for free? And then everything is nearby. The shops are nearby. You can walk the children to school. You don't have to take your car out. All the sports activity that the government makes available to the children for free again. As a family father and having to raise 3 kids, I'm completely spoiled. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Gibraltar is also an important and extremely compelling, only ever more so, a jurisdiction where people are looking to build their home. And so in addition to helping them structure their affairs, whether they're commercial ones, whether they're personal ones, I always tell clients that I speak to that they should visit Gibraltar, but they should be wary of the risk that they might not want to leave.
I mean, I still have those pinch me moments where I'm on the beach with my son or my dog, but I had like this misconception that I was giving up a career in banking, where the UK was very fast-paced and lots of opportunities to moving into a small market. Whereas the reality is I've actually had far more opportunities in Gibraltar. It's way more international than what I ever envisaged.
My favourite place in Gibraltar is Sandy Bay. It's a really good place for kids to swim. I go there and do paddle surfing. And you can see Gibraltar from, a mile away or half a mile away on a paddleboard. And it reminds you of how much you love Gibraltar.
My favourite place in Gibraltar, I would have to say, is up the rock, just because of the spectacular views that we can get of the Bay of Gibraltar. You can see Africa, you can see Spain. It's just beautiful.
The Rock Hotel, it's quite a vintage location, so they've got a stunning pool, incredible vistas across the bay, and it's a really, really relaxing venue.
I'm really into rock climbing, so I like to climb on the cliffs in Gibraltar. For such a small place, you can have a surprisingly active lifestyle.
Gibraltar is surrounded by water, so I started sailing in the Royal Gibraltar Yacht Club. It's my passion.
I do a lot of running, and I love running around Gibraltar because you've got the beaches, you've got variety when you go around.
And actually even the sort of basic stuff like wandering up and down Main Street and appreciating the history and culture of Gibraltar.
So you will find in Gibraltar already for the last 3 centuries at least, those various cultures are working in harmony together, living in harmony and respecting each other. So the concept of diversity is the very DNA of Gibraltar.
The Gibraltar Day in London is the most important day in the financial services calendar in Gibraltar. It gives us an opportunity to showcase what Gibraltar has to offer. Gibraltar has very strong economic ties with the City of London and indeed with the United Kingdom. Gibraltar insurance companies account for 40% of all motor insurance policies sold in the United Kingdom. Gaming companies in Gibraltar account for 70 to 80% of the UK online gambling market. These companies make a significant contribution, both directly and indirectly, to the United Kingdom economy. This year, in our Gibraltar Day events, we've expanded the program considerably. Historically, we have a lunch on the Monday, co-hosted by the Chief Minister and myself, followed by 4 sectorial events. This year we have 9 events in total. And for the very first time, we are hosting CEOs of gaming companies for breakfast. We're doing a separate event for students, and we're also doing an event for new technologies. We want to be ambitious for Gibraltar. We want to be ambitious for our future, and in particular, we want to be ambitious for the future of our young children.